Hello and welcome to Mad About Sports for this video. And here we are to celebrate the T20 World Cup triumph. Yes, India have won the T20 World Cup 2024. Boy, oh boy, it was nothing short of magical and miraculous, wasn't it? Because you really felt at one point the ICC trophy slowly slipping away once again. But wait a minute, it had not to happen. And it was India who clawed back into the game and won that T20 World Cup. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's for today's video. So before we get into today's video, do not forget to check out our course on Mad About Sports, where you can learn about cricket analytics. You can work with world champion teams and you can be part of World Cup winning dressing rooms being a cricket analyst. So this is your opportunity to check it out and do fill in the Google form in the description and our team will get in touch with you. So yeah, what a feeling it is. After 13 long years, India won a World Cup, 17 long years winning a T20 World Cup, and after 11 long years winning an ICC trophy. Now, India were chasing behind that ICC trophy for the longest period of time. You can say India tried it multiple occasions, came so close, but it never could happen. But how did it finally happen? How did it happen in this particular World Cup? What was the difference? Now, there are lots to talk about. Number one, the team united in itself and played with the vision of putting out all the individual milestones and playing for the team goal. You saw that in every game, with every passing performance, you saw different people stepping up in different situations. You can say all the 11 players had a role to play throughout that World Cup. Now, this World Cup also showed one thing. It is always about utilizing and maximizing. You don't need to have two or three players scoring bulk of runs. You can have eight players scoring equal proportion of runs, which could lead you to bigger things. And that's something which you saw in this T20 World Cup. But let's talk about that final, right? India went into that final batting first, looked like a belter of a wicket, winning the toss. Everybody thought, wow. The question mark was on Virat Kohli. Now, Virat Kohli had something already going on in his mind. Now, little did we know at the end, till the end of the match, that this was going to be his last ever T20 game for India. And boy, oh boy, didn't he step up. Come at the hour, come at the man. It had to be Virat Kohli. India, all of a sudden, after that first over blitz from Virat Kohli, where India got up to a flying start, scoring 15 runs, India lost two wickets in the next over, and followed by a third wicket to Suryakumar Yadav in the power play, where India were 34 for three. That is where the situation got tougher, and Virat Kohli, who has played most number of matches for India, knew that this is where I have to play with responsibility, play with what the situation demands me to do. And Virat Kohli did step up. Virat Kohli did show to the world what he can possibly do. Give that occasion, he played something exactly what Gambhir played 17 years ago in Durban, in Cape Town, and that's exactly what happened. Now, you all know that when it comes to big occasions, when it comes to big matches, it had to be Virat Kohli. But Virat Kohli in his last T20 innings for India, he just scored the most amazing runs and he was awarded the man of the match as well. But among all this, we are forgetting one contribution, that is Akshar Patel. That 47 of 31 will be etched in our memories forever. Remember, that was a move which could have backfired as well, but boy, didn't he take that risks every time when India needed and kept the scoring rate high. He really did deserve a 50, but nonetheless, he was outstanding with the innings of 47 of 30. And followed up by Shivam Dubey, who had a horrific World Cup thus far. Playing that vital 27 in the context of the game was outstanding. But come India's bowling, India did get those two early wickets, but it was Klaas and it was Tristan Subs and Quinton de Kock who were trying to take the game away, especially the Klaasen and David Miller partnership, where you felt like that 22 runs over which Akshar Patel bowled to Klaasen, everybody thought, okay, this is it. The game was done and dusted. Oh, can we say South Africa did choke again? Maybe yes. There was a point in the game when South Africa needed less than run a ball, 27 of 28 balls. Now, South Africa did not win a T20 World Cup or a World Cup with six wickets in hand, with 27 runs of 28 balls. Can you believe it? It was Jasprit Bumrah once again applying the choke at the right time. But here was a moment which was the turning point of the game. Because we did speak about some contributions. Rishabh Pant getting medical attention. Now, after that 22 run over, the game was slowly going up, slowly but steadily going towards South Africa's camp. And camp, the players started celebrating. David Miller was ecstatic. Henrik Klaassen knew that this was the moment. He totally was in joy. He knew that he had almost won that World Cup, but there was a momentum break that nobody would have noticed that Rishabh Pant getting medical attention. Now, in a T20 game or in a cricket game, when you have the break, when a team is going really steady and you have that break that halts the momentum. The momentum is a word which we use multiple times. But why do we use this term momentum far bit and far more often? That's because in these kind of situations, when especially when the game gets a halt, your focus definitely gets going. Hardik Pandya balled a off cutter wide of off stump and Klaassen threw it back, threw his bat at it. If you guys remember, go back to IPL. Harshit Rana bowling a similar off cutter to Klaassen when SRH had almost won that game in one of the early group stage matches. Something very similar. Klaassen adjusted to Rishabh Pant, a wicket which was taken. But from there on, it was all up to David Miller. You still thought at that point it was South Africa's game to still lose because 5 wickets are in hand. Marco Jansen just pulled off a game couple of games ago against West Indies where South Africa thought they had lost it. South Africa had been in close situations throughout this World Cup and they found themselves out of it with sheer character. But it wasn't to be. It was again Jasprit Bumrah. And they knew they had to play Jasprit Bumrah out. And Rohit Sharma, he knew he could delay Jasprit Bumrah's over and apply the choke here, which could possibly make South Africa think twice. Now, this is where South Africa, they made sure Marco Jansen had to defend at it. Marco Jansen went to defend at Bumrah the first ball, gets ball. South Africa loses their 6th wicket, and they make a mistake in sending in Keshav Maharaj when Rabada was the better of the two batters in this T20 World Cup. But that's when India capitalized, bowled majority of the balls to Keshav Maharaj, kept David Miller away from strike, and Arshdeep Singh. Now, if an award has to be given for the most underrated player of this tournament, it has to be Arshdeep Singh, the leading wicket taker for India in this tournament when it comes to stats. And he's bowled the most crucial overs for India throughout this World Cup. Let it be that over against Pakistan. Let it be some of the overs which he bowled against Australia. Let it be him picking up wickets up front whenever India wanted to. He has been India's go-to man. And this World Cup not just showed the world what Jasprit Bumrah was all about, but Arshdeep Singh, it just showed also what this young bowler is coming up through the ranks all about. Showed maturity, showed class, showed ability to hold his nerve, and to just give away 5 runs and 4 runs, 5 to 4 runs, especially in that crucial juncture, and to leave it 16 for Hardik Pandya. That was brilliant. That was just brilliant because of multiple reasons. Because nobody gave India the chance even there. And to ball that over to make sure he balled into the block hole, tailing into David Miller. David Miller couldn't get the elevation. And come the last over. Hardik Pandya had the job to do. It's the same Hardik Pandya who has had a horrendous time over the last 3 months. Scored 144 runs with the bat this tournament with an average close to 45 and has picked up 11 wickets and 3 wickets in the final. And that first ball to David Miller, everybody thought it went out of the park. There came Surya Kumar Yadav, possibly picking up the catch of the tournament, or one of the most iconic catches which would go in the folklore of Indian cricket. You could have said it could have gone either way, but that catch needs to be framed. That catch needs more appreciation than what it has already spoken about. And that's how India almost sealed it. Then come the next 5 balls. Hardik Pandya held his nerve, and India clinched on to their second T20 World Cup and their first ICC trophy in the last 1 decade. Now it's an emotional farewell. Rohit Sharma, followed by Virat Kohli, announces retirement, and it's obviously uh, one of the most appreciated things about Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma, the captain, needs to be given a lot more appreciation because if you guys remember on the same channel 2 years ago, we sat here, we deliberated about India's approach in T20 cricket. Now it took great mindset and great character to change it around. And Rahul Dravid, who was possibly coaching for one last time, for Indian cricket getting that trophy which he deserved. Remember, it has come a full circle. It's the same Caribbean islands which led Rahul Dravid into tears in 2007 when India got bogged out of a 50-over World Cup. But 17 years later, he's now part of a World Cup winning team as the head coach. That's how great sport can be. And Rohit Sharma, once again, he came so close, but he was still far away. The same Rohit Sharma we saw in tears into 19th of November 2023 is now most celebrated captain in the world. Now that's because of what his hard work is. That's because of his determination. That's because of his honesty, which he showed towards Indian cricket, and he's rewarded. Now that he hangs his boots in T20I cricket, he will be remembered as the greatest. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma will go down as the two iconic duo. And as Virat Kohli rightly mentioned, Virat Kohli did mention to Rohit Sharma that इस टूर्नामेंट को जीत के ही जाना है और रोहित शर्मा और विराट कोहली ने एक साथ मिलकर इस टूर्नामेंट को जीत लिया इंडिया के लिए और वैसे तो कहेगा तो we have to also talk about one more person to this list, Ravindra Jadeja, who's just announced his retirement from T20I format as well. So yeah, definitely India did win this World Cup, but India also going to see a transition post this World Cup because you can say three pillars of Indian cricket: Ravindra Jadeja, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli. They've all been part of multiple losses over the last 10 years, and they've all decided to step down at the same time. And it's about time the next generation takes over. It's about time the next generation takes hands on. This World Cup also showed where T20 cricket is heading towards. It's not about big scores, it's always about smaller contributions. Indian team embraced it. Indian team had a great time this T20 World Cup. I'm sure this T20 World Cup will be remembered as possibly India's greatest ever sporting achievement for the longest period of time. It's like right up there, And to be ending this video, it's always going to be hard to not talk about some major contributors in this World Cup as well. I think we have to talk about the likes of Rishabh Pant. His comeback story is just excellent because nobody really gave Rishabh Pant that chance, especially when you talk about him coming back after that injury. Everybody thought this was not going to be easy, but he came play those cameos whenever India needed him to. Then we have to talk about someone like Surya Kumar Yadav stepped up in semi-finals, picked up the most important catches I mentioned. Shivam Dubey, everybody criticized him, even we did, but playing that knock in the most important juncture of the match was important for him. Moreover, everybody, Kuldeep Yadav, brought in a tournament where the conditions was going to favor him, and he delivered. Siraj at the start of the tournament, he was excellent. So India used 12 players in this entire World Cup, and all of the 12 stepped up, even substitutes, whoever came to field, they were all excellent. So I think India have had a terrific campaign and something to remember for the longest period of time. I hope you did enjoy this video, and we'll be here celebrating India's win because it's a new era, new season, it's a new beginning. Everybody's positive, everybody's happy. When India wins a triumph like this, the nation goes happy, and the 1.4 billion people are all rejoicing right now. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you really did like this video, do not forget to subscribe and like, and also share this video with as many people as possible. And I urge you all to check out our course with Mad About Sports on cricket analytics if you want to be a part of a World Cup winning team, make strategic calls which could turn a nation's fortune or your team's fortune. This is your opportunity. Check the course out. Our team will get in touch with you. Have a good time, all of you. See you all very soon. Bye bye.